Welcome to the Late Night Gamer and the Middle Ages. So, first thing we do is move the run marker into the medieval part A. So last round we already moved down to the 3 value cards from the antiquities, and we are going to refill the board with the cards from the Middle Ages. This is England. First colony that actually gives a victory point. That's nice. These guys are leaders, actually 2 of them. Genghis Khan and Anna Komnene. So now we need to do the growth phase. Take an extra worker or get some resources. So then I need to figure out what I'm going to do this round. So these are my resources. I had quite a lot of stone. I don't have need for any of that. I only have 2 food. And, well, 5 cards. 5 not cards, but 5 cash. That means if I want to buy stuff, I need money. Particularly the more expensive stuff. Having learned now that stability is important in solitary game, I need to get my stability up because I'm dragging one behind. In that sense, the Great Wall might be good because it will give me 2 stability. I also would like to conquer England because it gives me 3 cash and a victory point, which is slightly better than Nubia, which I have. It gives me 2 coins but no victory points. So it makes sense swapping Nubia for England. Here I will get some stone. This is interesting. This leader here will actually says that I don't have to upkeep my military, and it gives me 1 culture. That's very nice. I think I'm good on food. I don't think food is something I need to think or care too much about. Okay, so then I can rule out food. I can rule out stone. Money or worker is my options. Actually, I don't dare to take another worker. That's a bit too risky. So I'm going to take 3 cash. Then is the event phase, and I've shuffled all the tiles for the second age, and we get this tile. Oh shush! It's really the second age, because now the shadow player gets 13 military might. That's really a threat if he starts a war. And he gets 2 stability, so that's not too bad. 2 architects, he gets +3 culture, and there is going to be a severe famine at the end with 3 food. For every 5 for every 5 he'll get military, and for every 6 he get 2 culture. So, stability on 2, and military might way up here on 13. So that creates a problem. Because looking at the board here, there is 1 war out there, and if the shadow player is buying that war, he is going to start a war at 13 military might, and I have no chance of getting to that level, 13. That's going to give me, I have to use 2 workers extra now to increase my military might up to that. So instead, 1 option could be for myself to buy that war, but that costs 3 coins. So I just have to hope that he's not buying it. Forgot the 2 architects, and also I forgot that he will add 3 to his culture, so we are equal on culture. Both are now at 10. I'm going to take a chance and hope he is not starting the war. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's the best option, but I'm going to pay 2 coins. Get 1 back. And recruit Anna Komnene as my leader. Because I don't have to pay for military, and she gives me 1 culture. So she goes in the advisor spot. And now my military is free, which means that my food problems are gone. And that I should have taken a worker instead of the money. Well, okay. Well, having bought a card, I need to roll a die. and that's 3. The shadow guy is buying these cards. He's taking out the spectacles, the battle, and coinage. I don't think I'm going to shift around my workers. I need more stability. I need 3 stability. How should I get that? You see, I can't risk it. I need to start a war. I need to pay 3 coins to start the Viking raids, just so that the shadow is not starting it. So I've started that war at military might of 8. Oh, that was probably a bad idea. Let me go back. And before I do that, before I start the war, I'm going to take off 1 worker from the legionary space. Can do that for free. Then I will drop 3 in military might. Actually, I'm going to take off both. Yeah, so I'm also giving up England, so I'm taking off both my workers. So my military might goes down to 2. Then I buy the Viking raids. My military might drops to 2. I buy the Viking raid at the strength of 2. Then I need to roll the die because I bought a card. That's 5. 5 is plus 1 military might. So he's up to 14. He's definitely going to be first play next round. I'm going to buy more cards. I have 3 coins left, so I'm going to spend 1 coin to start building the hanging gardens. So when you start building a wonder, you put it here in the wonder under construction space, and you can only have 1 wonder under construction at any time, and once it's complete it moves down to one of these spaces. Again, I need to roll. That's 3. He already bought number 3, so there's nothing there. Next, now I'm going to hire an architect, and I'm going to pay 1 stone to place the architect in the first space on the wonder. So I pay 1 stone. The next one I have to pay 2 stones to place, but then the wonder is complete. Again, having bought an architect, I need to roll the die, and that is a 6. Oh no, 6 mean plus 2 culture. So he took the lead in culture now. That's not good for me. But I'm going to pay 2 stones now for my next round. 1 back to get the second architect into the second wonder space. So this one is complete like this, and I have built the hanging gardens. We look for any immediate effects, and we see we immediately gain 1 stability, and it will provide me food for every round from now on, and I need to pay stone to keep it for the upkeep, so it helps a little bit. 1 stability. That second architect means I need to roll again. 2. Oh no. Ah, okay. He buys all the cards in the second row. I need now this round is to increase my stability so that I can go past him, go past the shadow player, and also need to increase my culture. I have 2 workers to achieve that. Use my last 2 coins to buy the mosque. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to replace the legionaries with the mosque, so that I know I don't have any military buildings at all, so I hope for military buildings to come out next round, or else I can't get any colonies. I could of course instead place the mosque on the aqueduct, but then I would lose food. Having bought the mosque, I need to roll again. 2. Luckily that has already been bought, so no effect. Then I can pay 1 oh no. Whew. I didn't see that. 2 stones. I have to pay 2 stones to place a worker here on the mosque. Okay, that will increase my stability by 2. I'm in the lead for stability. That's nice. And my last worker I will pay 1 stone. Get 2 back. place him in the synagogue for the culture. Okay, I'm all out of money, I'm all out of workers, and that's it. We are going to end this round. So we move straight into production. Money first. For money we have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I actually have 9 coins coming my way. 3. Food. I get 2 food from Gaul and 2 from the aqueduct. That's 4 food. And I get 2 from the Hanging Gardens. That is 6 food. Excellent. Then for stone production I have to pay 1 stone for the Hanging Gardens, and I get 4 from the city wall. That is 3 stones. Okay. For culture I get 1 from my leader Anna Komnene, and I get 2 from the synagogue. That is 3 culture. That's nice, because then I overtake the shadow player. Okay, that's a close race. So next thing is player order, and because his military might is at 14, we have to flip, so he will be first player. Then we have a look at the famine, and I have to pay 3 food for the famine, like that. Then we don't score for culture, but we do score for stability, and I get a victory point because I'm ahead on stability. Okay, that's the end of the first phase in the medieval. England as a colony goes away. The Great Wall comes down to become cheap. And well, that's it. See you next time for more nations in Medieval Part 2. And we are going to play Medieval Part 2 in Nations. So we move the round marker and we are ready to start the second round in the Medieval. First thing, as always, we need to refill the progress board. Whoa, look at that, no military units come out. That means I can't buy any of these battles. And the colony is off limit as well, and there is a couple of wars here. If he starts war, then I will have a tough time. Pretty okay with food and stone as well, so I'm going to take a worker, and I'm taking it from this side now. Let's hope I'm not spoiling it. Let's see what the event is this round. Oh, he has 15 military might and 1 stability. He gets 1 extra culture, so we are tied on culture. What else? There's going to be a -2 famine, and there's only 1 architect. So the first thing that happens is that he is the first player, the shadow is the first player, so we're going to roll for the shadow player first. 6, that's +3 culture. Now he's smoking me. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, how can I defend myself from that? I probably can't, but I want this leader. Actually, I want to pay 2 bucks for him, getting 1 back, and he's replacing Anna Komnene as a leader or advisor. It's actually the term, not leader but advisor. Like that. Yep, good. He gives me 2 culture instead of just 1, and I can swap 2 cards on the progress board. 1 action per round. Okay, I need to roll 1. Okay. He buys all of these cards. The guild hall disappears. Okay, shame. If he rolls a 4, that's what I'm really fearing, because then he will start a war at military might of 13, which I'm bound to lose. And the penalties are severe: 3 stability and 7 money. No, 3 culture and 7 money. That's a tough thing to take. Okay, but my options are really limited because I can't buy either of these cards, and I cannot buy the Crusader States either, and makes no, well, it actually do make sense to start a war to prevent him from doing that, but the only card I really want to buy is actually just a castle. I'm going to take the advantage of Al-Hassin's special ability and swap around some cards. Let me swap the castle for this wonder, like that. So that was an action, but it was not one action that induces a die roll. But this next will be, because I'm going to pay you now 1 coin to buy the castle. And what am I going to replace? Going to replace the mosque, which I just built. Am I? Let me replace the aqueduct instead. Let me keep the mosque like that. Okay. So let's see, this is going to be the last die roll of this round. Oh, let's not get a 4. Let's not get a 4. No, not a 4. Typical. That's so typical. That's just horrific. So he buys 4 and he starts the cheapest war. It's War of the Roses. That was really bad luck or bad planning. No doubt I'm going to lose that war, so it will cost me a victory point, but I'm more concerned about now these gold coins I have to pay. I can negate the effects with stability, so I need to get up to 7 stability. Then I would lose 0 coins. Right now I'm at risk of losing 5 coins. Okay, so I had 2 workers. Let's increase stability. We will pay 2 stone to get a worker in the castle. Increase my stability with 3, and I'm going to do the same again, or perhaps not. I'm placing 1 in the castle, and that's 5. 1 in the mosque. Yeah, so that's 5 up in stability. Yeah, that's it. I'm not going to do anything else. So we do scoring for the second round. In the Middle Ages. Let's go to production for money. How are we on money? 2 from Nubia, 4 from the synagogue, and 4 from the mosque. Oh, that's 10. 10 gold coins. That's a lot of money. Okay, then we do food. I get 2 from the Hanging Gardens, 2 from gold. That's it, that's 4, and I don't have any cost. Of course this worker cost me 3, I forgot about that, so I'll take back 3. Oops, okay. Not so good then. For stone, -1 from the Hanging Gardens, 4 from the city wall, and 1 from the castle. That is 4 stone. Then it's culture. I get 2 from Al-Hassin, and I get 2 from the synagogue. That's 4. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Then we determine the player order, and it stays as it is. He will go first. Shadow will go first because of this incredible military might of 15. Then we will do the war, and I will lose the war. But because I have 8 stability, I don't have to pay any coins. But yeah, the war is lost, so I will have to pay a victory point. So I'll take a victory point from my victory point pile. Then we will see on the stability track that I am higher than he is. And then the shadow, so I will get a victory point for that. Good. We will look at events. the famine, and I have to pay 2 food for the famine. Okay, I have still 4 food left. Then we do score for culture, and I am leading in culture, so that's 3 victory points for me. Before we progress into Renaissance, we take away these cards here. They're out of the game. And the horns of Hatin and chicken Itza. Can't be chicken. Chishan, probably. Comes down here. They will hang with us in the Renaissance first era. And that is the Middle Ages complete. The next is Renaissance.